Welcome back to Code Cognition. The last few years in tech have really been about one thing: the proof. We proved what artificial intelligence can actually do. We marveled at models and chatbots. But now, in the fall of 2025, the tide is turning. Y Combinator, arguably the most important startup accelerator in the world, has just released its new Requests for Startups. And the message is clear. The time for demos is over. Now it is about building. It is about ideas that no longer see AI just as a feature, but as the very foundation. I have looked at YC's analysis in detail, and today I am going to introduce you to the 6 major areas where, according to YC, the next billion-dollar companies are emerging right now. Let's dive right in. Retraining the workforce for the AI economy. We are constantly talking about chips, models, and software. But for the AI revolution to become reality, we need physical infrastructure, massive data centers, and semiconductor factories. The problem? We don't have the people to build them. There is a massive shortage of electricians, HVAC technicians, and welders. The U.S. government is currently pumping massive amounts of money into programs to close this gap. And this is exactly where Y sees an opportunity for startups, a new kind of trade school. The idea is to use AI to create personalized training programs that make people job-ready in months instead of years. But how do you teach someone welding by typing on a keyboard? You can't. This is where multimodal AI comes in, coaching you while you work. Or a combination of AI and VR, where you practice in a simulation while an AI tutor looks over your shoulder and gives visual feedback. The business model is simple. Employers pay for well-trained people. If you build a perfect AI teacher, it is infinitely scalable. This could be the end of the skilled labor shortage. Number 2. Video generation as a primitive. Video models are getting extremely good. Google's VO3 is already creating photorealistic clips with sound for just pennies. Soon, we will be able to generate almost perfect video footage of anything in real time and almost for free. YC says video will be a new primitive for software, just like text or images are today. What does that mean specifically? First, media and entertainment. Imagine generating a new season of your favorite canceled show. Or a cartoon for your kids where they star in the leading roles. Or a successor to TikTok, where every single video is generated exactly just for you. Second, you no longer see a model when shopping online, but yourself in the clothes. Looking for an apartment? Your furniture is automatically rendered into the listing images. Third, gaming. Video games that no longer need a game engine, but are simply generated video streams. YC is looking for founders here who don't see video as the end result, but as a tool to build entirely new apps. Number 3 is my personal favorite, the first 10-person company worth $100 billion. 15 years ago, cloud computing arrived and killed the costs for server infrastructure. Suddenly, you could build huge software companies with very little capital. Now, the same thing is happening again, but with personnel. Thanks to new AI tools, small, extremely agile teams can achieve economies of scale that used to require thousands of employees. The most important metric of the future is revenue per employee. These small teams have a huge advantage over the old giants. No bureaucracy, no endless meetings, no office politics. Just speed and execution. The next Google or Amazon might never have more than 10 or 20 employees. Number 4. Infrastructure for multi-agent systems. AI agents are evolving. They are no longer simple loops that complete a single task. We are moving toward distributed workflows where one agent controls hundreds of sub-agents working in parallel, like a huge team of virtual employees. But building systems like this is extremely hard. It is a classic distributed systems problem. How do you keep costs low? How do you guarantee reliability? And there are new problems. How do you write prompts for agents that in turn instruct other agents? How do you debug that when something goes wrong? Whoever builds the shovels for the gold rush here, meaning tools that make running agent fleets as easy as hosting a website, is pushing on open doors at YC. Number 5. AI native enterprise software. Look at Salesforce or ServiceNow. Both are huge, both worth over $200 billion. And both were founded about 25 years ago. Why? Because back then, they rode the wave of cloud computing and displaced the old market leaders. Now we have another moment like that. The software of tomorrow is no longer just a system of record where humans enter data. It becomes AI native. That means the AI is anchored deep in the core and does the work for the employee. Think of tools like Cursor, but for sales, HR, or accounting. The old giants will struggle to completely rebuild their products. That is the gap for startups to build the next generation of enterprise software. And finally, number 6, LLMs instead of government consultants. Every year, the U.S. government spends over $100 billion on external consultants, firms like Deloitte or Accenture. This is often inefficient and expensive. Political pressure is rising to end this waste. And the technology is finally ready. LLMs can already take over many tasks from consulting firms today, reviewing laws, helping with compliance, or writing software that automates government processes. YC has already funded companies that help businesses get certifications or understand regulations, all powered by AI instead of expensive hourly rates. The thesis is simple: software scales better than consulting contracts. Those were the 6 big bets from Y Combinator for the fall of 2025. From craftsman training with VR headsets to the $100 billion company with just 10 people. What I find particularly exciting is the shift away from the pure chatbot toward deeper integration into the real world and complex workflows. What do you think? Which of these 6 ideas has the greatest potential? And above all, if you were to start a company today, which problem would you solve? Definitely let me know in the comments below. I am curious to see the discussion. Don't forget to subscribe to stay ahead of the curve on AI. See you in the next video. Bye!